Hello, and welcome to this mystery shopper training for the Plus Fitness phone and web inquiry no-show follow-up mystery shops. My name is Liska McClanahan, and it's my pleasure to take you through the requirements of this mystery shop today. So I will share some materials to help me along the way, and let's get into it. Now, if you're an existing member of one of the Plus Fitness clubs that we assign you, or you have inquired with this Plus Fitness club before, you're not eligible to complete this mystery shop. Please notify our team and we'll look at allocating you a different client instead. Okay, so thanks for jumping online to complete this training for Plus Fitness. We hope it gives you a clear overview of their requirements. Plus Fitness is a 24/7 gym chain with over 250 franchise locations across Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. And they pride themselves on delivering exceptional service, first-in-class facilities, affordability, and convenience. Your role is vital in giving feedback on the experience of prospective members, both what the team in the club are doing well and identifying areas for improvement. But before you start, you will need to save the phone numbers for every club you've been allocated in your phone under the correct club name. You need to do this for 3 reasons. It stops you from getting confused about which clubs you're calling or receiving calls from. Secondly, the dates and times of some of these calls are required to be populated in the report, and you will be required to upload screenshots of call logs on your phone to show when calls were made or not made, and when calls were missed from which clubs. Please refer to the confirmation email you'll receive from the team to ensure you have the correct club location and details. And a final important note, it's critical that the club can reach you when they call. Therefore, as part of this mystery shop, please make sure you turn off any do not disturb or focus mode settings, make sure your number is not set as private or blocked, and don't block the phone numbers for the clubs you are mystery shopping. All right, let's get into your mission details. You need to inquire at the club via phone or website inquiry, and your confirmation email from the human experience team will let you know which one of these we want you to do. When you speak to a staff member, they should ask you a few questions to find out more about you and then proceed to invite you into the club. If the staff member invites you in, make an appointment to go into the club the following business day. Don't show up for that appointment and record what follow-up you receive. And once you've finished your mystery shop, you'll be asked to fill out an online questionnaire about your experience, and this is your report. When you hit submit, you'll receive a confirmation email immediately after your submission, which lets you know that we've received it. Your report comes directly through to our quality assurance team, who will quality check your report. And if anything is unclear or missing, they'll reach out to you for that information to approve your report as valid. In terms of payment, for the details of your mystery shopper fee, please refer to the Sherlock posting or the email our allocations team would have sent you along with this training video. All right, the criteria of your mission in a bit more detail. If we ask you to make a phone inquiry, this is stage 1. So if we ask you to make a phone inquiry, you'll need to make a direct phone call to the club on one of the days and windows of time the human experience team will give you in your confirmation email. Leave a voice message if the phone is not answered, and give them until the end of the next business day, based on their hours of operation, to call you. Now, we say based on their hours of operation because some of these clubs are operating into the evening, so they might not, they might have staff there until about 7 o'clock or something like that. It's also worth noting that Saturday and Sundays are not considered business days for the purposes of this mystery shop. Now, if you've left a voicemail and the club calls you back and you miss it, please call them back as soon as possible. Also, make sure you record the date and time that you left a voicemail and that you receive a call back, as these details will need to be recorded on your report. If the club sends you a text message or email, do not respond. Wait for them to call you. Now, if you've left a voicemail and you've not heard from the club by the end of the next business day, submit a screenshot of your call history and submit your report, describing what happened and answering no to all the questions. So remembering Saturday and Sunday are not considered business days. So if you make an inquiry and leave a message on the Friday, you'll need to wait till the end of Monday before you submit your report. Now, hopefully you do speak to a staff member. In most cases, you should. And when you do, you need to inquire about pricing. You should be friendly, but let them take the lead. Answer their questions and keeping your answers as close to the truth as possible. So if you were looking to join the gym, what would you actually want to achieve? When the staff member invites you into the club, book it in for the following business day. Let them take the lead. Don't invite yourself in. Click Save and Resume on your report and come back to it when you're ready to complete stage 2. Okay, now if we ask you to make a web inquiry, this is stage 1. If we ask you to make a web inquiry, to begin with, you'll need to make that web inquiry on one of the days and windows of time the human experience team have given you in your confirmation email. So go to plusfitness.com.au, click on Find a Gym at the top of the page, and click on the club you've been allocated. Then you should see a white box, and you can see it in that first screenshot on the right-hand side there, that says Inquire at the top right of the page. Please click on that one to submit your inquiry. You might find other links in the club details section to inquire, but we really want you to use that Inquire button in the top right corner. So now you'll need to take a screenshot of the details as you entered them for that club. So that's the example, the first example there. And then also the screen that appears that shows your inquiry was confirmed. And that's the second screenshot there. You will need to have both of these for your report to be considered valid. So please make sure you take that first screenshot before you hit submit, and then the second one after you've hit submit. Now, you should hear back from the club after your web inquiry within by the end of the next business day. But if you have not, remembering Saturday and Sunday are not considered business days, submit your screenshots of the web inquiry and the confirmation and your call history showing no calls, and submit your report explaining what happened and answering no to all the questions. When the club does call you though, do everything you can to answer the call. And if you miss the club calling you back, call them back as soon as possible. If the club sends you a text message or email, do not respond. Wait for them to call you. Now, when you speak to a staff member, which should be in most cases, inquire about pricing. When you speak to a staff member, you should be friendly, but let them take the lead. Answer their questions and keep your answers as close to the truth as possible. So if you were looking to join, what would you want to achieve? When the staff member invites you into the club, book it in for the following business day. Let them take the lead. Don't invite yourself in. At this point, you can have this part of the report completed and click Save and Resume and come back to it when you're ready to complete stage 2. Just make sure you get you save the link somewhere that is given to you when you hit Save and Resume, so you can come back to your partially completed report. Okay, stage 2 is your missed appointment, and this is the same regardless of whether you've made a phone inquiry or a web inquiry. So you should receive a phone call within the next business day of not showing up for your appointment. When the club does call, do everything you can to answer that call. And if you miss the club calling you back, call them back as soon as possible. If the club sends you a text message, do not respond. Wait for them to call you. If one business day has passed since your missed appointment and you have not received a call, you can submit your report explaining what happened and answering no to all questions in stage 2. Stage 1 and stage 2 of the report are complete once you hit submit. Okay, just a few final notes. Read through the online report questions before you complete each stage to ensure you have the questions fresh in your mind. Then complete the report as soon as possible after you complete the stage. Be objective and tell the story. It's not our job to judge, criticise, or give our opinion. We simply need to run through what happened so the report can be used as a coaching tool. Make sure you get the names of every staff member you interact with, and don't be afraid to ask for it if you've missed it. But do so at the end of the call so it's not too obvious. Remember, you'll be asked to upload screenshots of your web inquiry and the confirmation, and any calls you make, miss, never receive, or do receive from the club. So the sooner you submit your report when it's due, the easier it is to find these calls in your phone and take a screenshot of them. Okay, that's it. You'll now just need to complete a quick knowledge check that will run through some questions about this training to ensure you're comfortable with the requirements. And I'll just stop sharing. Alrighty, so like I said, complete the knowledge check and then let the human experience team know that you are ready to do some Plus Fitness phone and web inquiry no-show follow-up mystery shops. Thanks very much for your time. Take care.